Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Empowerment Evolution podcast. And this episode's topic is living with purpose, which circles around creating a life that's aligned with your values. I'm your host Nishita, a certified life coach, and today we are going to dive into a truly transformative topic creating a life that's aligned with our purpose. Throughout this episode, we will explore the importance of living a life that aligns with our principles, our beliefs, our values, and we will discuss powerful techniques which can help us identify our core values. And I'm going to share a couple of models and frameworks that can help you align your actions and choices with your values and principles. We'll also share insights on how to create a very meaningful and fulfilling life, which is in alignment with our true self. So get comfortable, grab a cup of your favorite coffee, and let's begin this journey on self discovery and personal growth. Why is it important to live a life that's aligned with our values? Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, to be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is one of the greatest accomplishments, and I live by this. I genuinely believe that where there are lakhs of people trying to tell you what you should not be, have the courage to be what you want to be your authentic self. This quote serves as a very powerful reminder of the importance of living a life that's true to our own selves and that aligns with our values. When we live in alignment with our values, we experience a sense of completeness, a sense of fulfillment, happiness, and inner peace that cannot be replicated, that cannot be copied by external achievements or material possessions. We become more resilient to face challenges. We become more confident in our decision making, and we become more authentic in our relationship with others. Living a life that's aligned with our values allows us to tap into our deepest sources of motivation, passion, and purpose, making every day of our life extremely vibrant and, of course, meaningful. Conversely, when we live a life that's out of sync with our principles, we feel a persistent sense of unease or dissatisfaction as if something fundamentally is missing from our lives. We will struggle to find daily motivation, make correct decisions, and our relationship also with everyone around us will feel a little strained and superficial. In the long run, living a life that does not align with our values can lead to feelings of regret. We will feel a lot disconnected and even despair. As the famous author and motivational speaker Wayne Dyer once said, don't die with your music still in you. By aligning our lives with our values, we can ensure that we don't leave this world with regrets, but rather with a rich, fulfilling legacy that reflects our truest selves. Now, how do we identify our core values? Identifying these values is a critical step in creating a life that aligns with our true self. One very powerful way to uncover our values is by using the technique that can. So, I'm going to share these very useful techniques that can help you gain insights into your subconscious. So, tapping into your subconscious is one of the most powerful ways to uncover your values. And this particular technique is called the peak experiences. And here's how it works. So, all you have to do is you have to begin by reflecting on the moments in your life when you felt truly fulfilled, extremely happy, and at peace. These are your peak experiences. So, for example, in my case, I I was initially working as a human resource, and I thought maybe this is my line because I loved helping and talking to people. So maybe HR is the right line for me. And oh my God, I cannot explain how difficult those years were for me. That did not feel fulfilling at all. I kept looking for validation from other people. I kept looking for appreciations, recognition, and honestly, nothing was on the table. Like I said, it was a life full of regrets and a lot of confusion, lack in decision making, and kind of very dissatisfying. So, but when I got into life coaching, when I got into helping people, and I still remember the day I got my first client. And when people tell me कि आप मुझे पहले, why did you not meet me sooner? When I help people and I tell them about their power, it gives me immense satisfaction. So that is my peak experience. You can reflect on your peak experiences. I had a client with, I worked with a few years back, and she did not know what her, it took her some time to realize her peak experiences. But when we got to talking, I realized that she was very good with toddlers. She was very good with kids, and somehow kids resonated with her a lot. They listened to her. So I gradually suggested her to, get into something that involved kids. And believe me when I say this, now she works in a play school and she is so happy. She's so fulfilled, and she's doing amazing. She's so happy, and whenever I talk to her, it feels like she's achieved something so huge in her life. It gives me so much satisfaction to see her this happy. So try and figure out what your peak experiences are. That is step one of this technique. Another technique is analyzing each of these experiences to identify the values and beliefs that were present during those moments. For example, if your peak experience involved volunteering at a local food bank, you might identify values such as compassion, service, and community. So for example, in my friend's case, in my client's case, those values would be compassion, love, understanding, and unconditional love actually for children. So those kind of feelings you have to identify that are associated with your peak experiences. Once you identify these values that are present in each of your highest experiences, look for the patterns and commonalities. These values that appear most frequently across your peak experience are likely your core values. So this can help you. Now, I suggest you do this activity by writing down, and you don't have to maybe you don't have to take a lot of stress. This has to be a fun activity for you. So maybe don't take it too hard on yourself and write everything in one go. Give yourself days, journal each day as to what experience triggers you, and what experience gives you the good moments. What are the peak experiences that have made you extremely happy, and what are the experiences that I did not like, and identify the values that are associated with those experiences. So give yourself time. You don't have to do it all in one day. Another technique that can help you uncover your values is the hierarchy of value exercise. This exercise involves ranking your values in order of importance. And this can help you gain a lot of clarity on which value are most central to your identity and sense of purpose. To perform this particular exercise, do the below steps. 1. Begin by listing all the values that are important to you. Don't worry about ranking them. You don't have to think of what comes first and what comes last. This is not the stage to do it. Just write everything down. Just write them down, whatever comes to your mind. Once you've compiled your list, take a moment to review it. Notice any values that are similar or related, and then group them together. Now, the third step is to rank them. Start by identifying the value that is most important to you and write number 1 next to it. Then ask yourself, if I could only live by one other value, what would it be? And write number 2 next to it. Continue this process until you've ranked all your values. As you complete this ranking process, you may notice that some values are more difficult to rank than others. You might find, oh, maybe I should give this number 4, or maybe I should give that one number 4. So you'll find some values that are extremely confusing and difficult to rank. This may be a sign that those values are closely tied to your core identity. Take a note of those values, and as they will be important in guiding your actions and decisions moving forward. By completing these 2 exercises, maybe you can get a better understanding of your core values and what just matters to you as a person. You can gain a deeper understanding of your thoughts, and this is going to be a self-awareness activity and very crucial in creating a life that aligns with your true self. Now, once you've identified your core values, the next step is to align your actions and choices with those values. This alignment is what creates a sense of fulfillment and meaning in our lives. Very common model that we have here, and I share it with most of my clients, is a wheel of life. This is a very popular coaching tool, and that can help you assess your current level of alignment with your values in different areas of your life. For example, career, relationships, health, personal growth, and etc. So to create your own wheel of life, draw a big circle and divide it into segments representing each area of your life. You can have an area for marriage, you can have an area for children, you can have an area for your finances, your family, your career, your business, your health, your physical activity, anything that you do in the day that's part of your life, you can add into this wheel. Now, rank your level of alignment with your values in each area on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being lowest, 10 being highest. This will give you a visual representation of where you are currently aligned and where there's room for improvement. And according to that, you can set your goals, and when you do that, you'll get to understand that what you need to do in a particular area and how much time you need, what skills you need, and you'll go on and on. So step 1 is to use the wheel of life, create a circle, draw different areas on it. You can make a pizza shape kind of thing and write different areas of your life. Rank yourself 1 to 10. Now, set value-based goals. When setting your goals, ensure that they are aligned to your values that you have defined in the exercises done above. This will make sure your goals are more meaningful, and they will give you that motivation to achieve them. Your goals can't be big. You need to break them down into smaller actionable steps to make them more manageable and that you can track your progress. Very important to track your progress. Believe me, when you go from step 1 to 2, please celebrate, reward yourself, and that's going to help you really a lot, and that's going to motivate you to the maximum. So I suggest break down your goals into smaller steps, make them more manageable, track your progress, and celebrate with each milestone. Next is making valuable decisions. When you are faced with a decision that you find difficult, ask yourself which option aligns most closely to your values. By using values as a compass, you can navigate through life with greater clarity. So people whose values are love, compassion, and they can create goals according to that. You can navigate through your challenges, through your decision making with more clarity and with a deeper understanding of yourself. Last step in this particular exercise, Wheel of Life model, is Cultivate value aligned habits. Our daily habits shape our lives. By developing habits that align with our values, we can create lasting changes and embody our values in every aspect of our lives. So, this wheel of life model I've given to almost every client that I've dealt with so far, and this works out really well to give you a little idea of where you are right now. Maybe try that, give yourself that ranking. Don't work on all areas of your life together, but try to pick an area and set good, achievable, manageable goals for your own self. Uh, Now we've discussed aligning our lives with our values is key in creating a meaningful and fulfilling life. Here are some insights on how to create a life that reflects your true self. Very important step. First, practicing mindfulness and self-awareness. By regularly checking in with your own self and your values, you can stay connected to your inner compass and make choices that align with your true self. 2. Embrace vulnerability. Please forget what all you've been taught to not cry and not share and all those limiting beliefs. Embrace your vulnerability. A renowned researcher and author said, vulnerability is the birthplace of love, belonging, joy, courage, empathy, and creativity. By opening ourselves to vulnerability, we create space for authentic connections, growth, and transformation. 3. Surround yourself with value aligned people. Like I said, you are the average of the 5 people you spend most time with. By surrounding yourself with people who share your values and support your growth, you create an environment that encourages and reinforces your value aligned choices and actions. Make time for reflection and self-care. Regularly take time for yourself to reflect on your values and your goals and your progress. You need to engage in activities that nourish your mind, body, and soul. For example, you can take up meditation, do it twice a day. So, I have one very, very unique advice here for you, and that would be you don't have to pick out meditation for like 1 hour and do it. Maybe pick out just 10 minutes, but consistency is the key here. Discipline is that one step that you need from where you are right now to reach where you want to be. So, doing that meditation for 10 minutes every day is going to add much more value than doing 1 hour of meditation just once. And you can also connect with nature. Grounding yourself and connecting with nature is number one in in making yourself more self-aware. So try these activities. Maybe just align yourself with nature and prioritize self-care. With these activities, you will feel more nourished and you will be more in alignment with your values. Embrace change and growth. As you align your life with values, you may experience growth, change in unexpected ways. And you might not realize it at the moment, but you will gradually start seeing changes. Be open to these changes. Embrace them with open arms. Trust that they are leading you towards your betterment, towards greater alignment with your true self. Cultivate gratitude and celebrate your progress. Regularly express gratitude for your experiences, your accomplishments in life. Acknowledging and celebrating your progress reinforces your commitment to involve to involve in celebrations, living in alignment with your values. So make sure that you feel grateful, that you have that gratitude jar. You at least mention one thing that you're grateful in your life for. Share your journey with others. Living a life of impact is so important. By openly sharing your value aligned journey with others, You not only inspire and motivate those around you, you also strengthen your own commitment to living a life that reflects your true self. So, living a life of impact is good for your own self, but also for the people around you. As the poet Mary Oliver once asked, what is it you plan to do with your one wild and precious life? Go on, take that step. By creating a life aligned with your values, you can ensure that your answer to this question is one that fills you with a sense of purpose, passion, and fulfillment. Thank you for joining me on today's episode of Living with Purpose podcast. I hope you found the insights and techniques helpful in identifying your core values and aligning your life with them to live a life aligned with your true self. Remember, living a life aligned with your values is a journey, not a destination. By consistently practicing self-awareness, like I said, doing anything once would not help as much as doing something consistently will help. So consistently practice self-awareness, mindfulness, and value-based decision making to help you create a life that is deeply meaningful and authentically your own. As we close today's episode, I leave you with this quote from the Dalai Lama: happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. Let your values guide your actions and experience the joy and fulfillment that comes from living a life that's true to your authentic self. Until next time, stay inspired and continue to live with purpose. Love you all.